Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Kingdom Come Deliverance. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're chose to join me today, as we will keep man on a short leash, I think, is one of our tasks, and also attack so fast, but not too quick. Fast and quick are two different words, although the interpretation of what they mean might mean different things in different contexts. But we need to be swift with our attack, but not early with our attack. Does that make sense? I don't know. I think it makes sense. It makes sense in my head, so it probably doesn't make sense. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna go to the battlefront. We're gonna take on a big army. I think we're gonna take on a big army, and here we are, the battleground, the middle of the forest. This is a nasty battleground. You need proper commanders for this. Oh, I mean, specialized commanders in forest warfare. Some commanders are very bad at this, and others are very good. I can't move.
Just a little longer.
Oh, my character. Oh, Henry's saying things. I have 8. Oh, there's not that many of them.
Easy.
How many do I have? Shut up, you Josh. I didn't use Josh as an insult. I was trying to call him by his name, but I don't know his name. Oh, it should be easy.
Not yet.
Shh. There's no fucking peasants, he says.
Damn! They were expecting us! First troops to the bridge! Break through! Vanguard! To the left!
I'm trying to
And the
attack
rest,
right now. I
come
can't
with
do anything.
me! We'll flank the bastards!
At them! Charge!
That was perfect.
Grind those horsens into the dirt!
Murder, mostly like a punch. Yeah, die. Slash. While I have, that's also bad. Okay. I should have gone. I should have tried to flank them. That's nice. Okay. Okay, now fall back. No. Don't do that. Okay, that's good. Ish. And that's the one. Okay. Yeah. Oh, they turned back. Nice. Okay. Yeah, this is nasty. That's a stupid move. Okay, I'll be right back. That is a really stupid move. That they defend. Actually, it isn't that stupid. The reach is an interesting issue, but they defend with their gauntlets, which is totally doable. Because that's what armor is for. Slashing doesn't work against armor. Barely works against the handle of an axe. If you have an axe, though, probably doesn't work quite as well, slashing against armor. Oh, that attack. Okay. Are my guys dying? Oh, that was a block. Okay, that's not what I want. That's you that I want. That's the one. That's a kill. Okay, go again. Step back. I don't think my guys are dying. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's not nice. What is he doing? Okay, he's dying. Dude, turn your back to the enemy, dude. Oh, no, the opposite of turning your back to the enemy. I hear a lot of commotion elsewhere. Did you hear the battle cries? Okay, that's bad. There's also thunder, although it might be in real life. Oh, I can't apply this? Okay. Okay, that's really bad. Can I not be in battle? I'll be right back. Oh, that's why. Okay, that's good. Okay. I think I did the thing. I'm not really sure how to read that battle. I like that. Defend the fort has been completed.
We have to help them!
Oh, right. Oh, we killed him. Nice. Okay. I'm really injured, though. So I have marigold decoction. Let's eat. It's not gonna work in combat. I don't think. It's better than nothing. Okay, that's a death with a butt to the sky. Oh, that's a death as well. Good for you. Okay. Nice. Yeah, just overpower him, because I think he's out of stamina. Maybe not so much right now. Don't do that. I think we did it. Game? There it is. I think it's going to be loading a big battle. Yeah. You also don't
Here's
kill
their leader.
people like that. Mercy
What?
kills.
This boy.
You should show a little more respect, Divish. You'll need it when you kneel before Istvan. Oh, now the pup shows his teeth.
He does.
Istvan, you say? Not Sir Istvan? Or Lord Toth? Just how intimate are the two of you?
That's weird.
I know him.
Do I?
He's Eric. Toth's captain and right-hand man.
Finally, some good news.
Yeah, that's what I was
Shackle
saying.
him and guard him closely.
You don't kill the soldiers. Lots of them are knights. They have families that pay
want
money.
to destroy our trebuchet.
It's fine. He just came to... He didn't even come on a horse. He didn't even send his squire. Came himself. How good. Oh, they're already burning things. Yeah. Okay, so let's fix our thing. Oh, horse. Yeah, of course. So that's good. Inventory. I don't know if the game paused. I'm pretty sure the game doesn't pause. And we got the blacksmith. Good. Let's go. Let's go. It looks like it did pause, doesn't it? Okay. Yeah, you don't kill. You don't like. I know that's a cool thing in movies. I say cool, but you know, just a cool idea. Just it's brutal war. They're killing the people that are dead or half dying at the end and all that. No, that doesn't happen. I mean, maybe it does. It depends on the general, I suppose. I'm drunk. Why? What? Oh, because of the healing potion. Yeah, and yeah, it's a common scene in movies, I suppose, and series, TV series, and whatnot. But you don't do that. You get prisoners of war. That's a valuable resource from war, and because you know, lots of them are knights. They have families. They have holds. They have things like. It's such a valuable resource. Not to mention that you get favor from those families if you release the prisoners or whatever. It's like a freaking important aspect of war is the prisoners. And you'll see some reports. Yeah, well, I say some reports. I remember early in my studies reading about a report of a war where people were like, "Oh, they killed so many people," and I remember that in particular because the killing was done after the fact, after the war was done, and that's the vast majority of the killings were done then, and the letter was written in a way that it was a surprise because it was a surprise, and we can glean that those sorts of things from historical documents like that. You can just sort of assume one thing and then it doesn't make sense. Like if you assume that it's common knowledge and then you read that letter, it's like, yeah, that wouldn't make sense. Or I say common knowledge, I mean common practice to kill the survivors of war. And then you read things and it doesn't make sense if it were common practice. Because it wasn't. What the heck are these guys? What? Oh, are these aggressive? I am aggressive. I'm also taking hits from the back. That's what you get. Don't you get into a spar with me. I'll kill you. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't see you. Tell your mother I'm sorry. Okay. Because of the family. That's what I was talking about. There you go. Are those our guys right there? Because they were saying something about a village and something. They look like our guys. I don't know. Yeah, that's another thing very, very important in war. Identification, friend, and foe. In modern wars as well. Not just old wars. Okay. I would say those are not our guys. I don't know. I don't know anymore. I actually don't know what hill we're going. Oh, I see where we are. Are we good? think we are. The trebuchet is still standing, although destroying it is very easy, actually. Did we? Also, what the heck was burning? Oh, there they are. Oh, they're saying, oh. That was such a lame battle cry. You could hear the individual voices. Oh, ow, ow, don't do that. You could hear the individual voices. Hey, you look like that jerk. That rapist that I killed before. There we go. Okay. Yeah, you could hear the individual voices of the soldiers on that battle cry. Look at you, sir! I'm sorry, I'll give you a hand. You don't know any of this. Are we done? Oh, there they are, I think, maybe. Are they attacking the trebuchet with their weapons? The weapons being not axes. They're here. Oh, that's a guy. I'm too tired here. That's a kill. Oh, Roger, horses appeared back there. I wonder what that means. Are you dead yet? There we go. The power of having many numbers. I'm just getting money, really. Just money. A mace against the spear. And this guy, or rather the spear against the mace, and this guy won. That's how baller he is. Oh, look at that. You can see a guy squirming on the floor. Being like, no, don't kill me. That's true. That's correct.
Well,
The damage isn't too serious.
so we can shoot.
Not just yet.
Sir, what are we waiting for?
You've heard his threats, Robard. Do you want him to kill Radzig and my wife? We have to consider all our options.
And now you're
And it
considering
would
your...
be a shame to
your
destroy the castle, too.
You wouldn't...
How do we get that rat out of there?
Sir, I might have a solution. What about exchanging hostages? He was the captain at Vranjik, and he brought Istvan's reinforcements here. He seems to be on very, intimate terms with Toth. He might be able to tell us something. And he might even be as valuable to his lord as Lady Stephanie and my father are to us.
You're your father's son, by God.
You're a godsend, lad. You're right. We'll interrogate this whore, son, and then decide what to do next. Come to my tent when you've rested.
Yeah, we're just assuming that they're lovers, because he said his first name. And also because Henry was smiling when he said it intimate, because Henry is a specialist in intimacy. Because, of course. Huh. I assume that's what we're assuming, of course. So, that's double assuming. See the size of that bullet? It has a name, I don't know the name. Payload, I guess you could say payload, but that's not the correct name. You see the size of that? They had to make it bigger. I'm sure they knew. I'm sure they knew when they were writing the game. I'm sure somebody said, "Hey, trebuchets aren't used to bring down walls," and somebody was like, "Shut up! Gamers don't know that." And well, they do now if they're listening to my video. Yeah, that thing is really tiny. That thing is meant to destroy the interior things and also hurt people. Oh, also just create a sense of danger because we can see the bullets over here. You can see the freaking bullets. Also, the advantage of a trebuchet. Okay, so a trebuchet is a type of siege weapon that is very common. Catapults are what we normally call catapults. They have a different name. I don't know the name of that. But the thing that have like a spoon, those things are different. They do have better payloads, or rather, they have they can throw heavier things than trebuchets for the amount of wood that you put into them, but trebuchets just have a higher ceiling, really, because the little tiny things, once they get too big, the counterweight systems and all that sort of stuff start breaking, and these ones keep going up a little bit more for the damage they provoke. And part of that is because these things don't need as heavy stuff as the little catapults. They're like tremonels or something. I don't know the name, but the little catapults that we call catapults. This is also a catapult, but whatever. Now, the thing about that is that these also have another benefit, which is that you don't need to make round bullets. These are way too round. Do you see the time it takes to shape stone into like this? You don't find boulders like this out in the wilderness. I mean, you can find one, not a bunch of them like this. You'd throw stuff like this, because that's all you need. It doesn't need to be aerodynamic. It doesn't need to be shaped to that net over there, because that's the point of having that. A tremenel or whatever the little catapults are. I say little because they're physically shorter. They have like specialized holds and all that. Although they can also have this. It's just the typical ones that we think of do have like spoons. So they need to be a little bit better shaped for this. And even then, you don't need to make bullets like that. Either way, these are way more commonly used. Because A, they're a lot easier to make, even though they do require a lot more wood. But they are the problem with that. The problem with these is that they generally don't have wheels, so you can't reposition them easily. So you need to make them on the spot. So because these are siege weapons or defensive weapons as well, what you see in Lord of the Rings when you see Minas Tirith having these on top.
God save you, Henry.
Hi, how's it going? When you see that Minas Tirith have these on top of bastions, that's wildly fictional, but it's not that unrealistic. Castles did have trebuchets inside, more or less permanent trebuchets or siege equipment, because they can, you have an army over there on that hill, you can throw some things at them, and yeah, so you can just annoy them a little bit, because these are relatively inexpensive things to maintain. Now, they do throw very small things, as you can see. How heavy do you imagine this thing is? This boulder? 100 kilograms? Yeah. About 100 kilograms. Now, that thing is propelled by gravity, because it goes up. It's going to go down, and it's going to go down at a maximum speed. This thing, I would wager, can't go above 300 kilometers an hour. That would be roughly 100 meters per second. Actually, more than that, but yeah, it can't go more than 300 kilometers an hour. I'm wagering. That's basically triple. Is it triple or is it to the 3? Either way, it's about at most 3 tons? No, 10 tons of weight on the walls at maximum impact, at maximum speed. Walls that are a lot heavier than that. A section of that wall is a ton. Or 10 tons easily. Like a section of 1 meter wide and more than that, most likely. You just need to imagine how many stones like this exist in a wall like that. Not to mention that walls have dampening mechanisms, or the way they are made, because they're inside. They're not made of stone. They have brickler stone or just dirt inside. So it doesn't go down. You'd need to have a section of the wall thrown against a wall like that to even make a dent. You need to have a freaking trebuchet to bring down trebuchet launching a trebuchet made of stone to bring down a wall. That's not. So that's just me driving the point home again and rambling again. That trebuchets aren't meant to bring down walls. I just coming to terms with it intuitively, like looking at this and thinking about what damage it would do on a wall like that. It's just a little harder than just taking me for my word, and that's what I mean. You can take me for my word when I tell you that trebuchets aren't wall destroying things, but it is also possible to intuitively know that. Anyway, we have a thing to kill, and also, hi sir. Okay, I'm not gonna talk to you. What I will do, however, is I will fix my stuff. That's not what I need. Right there. Because we have been at war, and now we're gonna wash ourselves, and I'm gonna pay attention to what our objectives are. So we have to join the briefing in the tent, and we have vengeance. Okay, sounds good to me. Let's join the briefing in the tent.
Start talking, or make your peace with God.
Don't talk to me.
Do your worst. I won't betray my lord.
Ah, Henry.
Hi.
Just the man I want.
Really?
This fool would rather hang than sing. You know more about him than we do, so maybe you can get something out of him.
Sure. I don't
Well
actually
now,
know.
Eric. It is Eric, isn't it? Looks like the boot's on the other foot this time, doesn't it?
Fuck you.
You need to change your tone. If you start being nice, you might just come out of this alive. So now I'll ask you a few questions, and you better think carefully about how you answer them.
Okay, so
How many men does he have in the castle?
How should I know? There were nearly 70 of us at the beginning, but there's probably not even half left. But that's still more than there ever were in that castle. More than enough to defend it.
that's true. That is true.
Who is this Toth?
He's an orphan, same as me. The Turks killed his parents, so
I
he
think-
started killing Turks. Sigismund needed men like that, so Istvan ended up in his service.
Huh. I think reputation means reputation with him. It's more like a relationship, or what is the word? Reaction? Yeah, reaction is probably. Yeah.
How did you meet him?
He killed my parents.
What? Toth killed your parents?
You could never understand. They were weak. Istvan's strong. He took better care of me than any father.
I don't know what the smirk was from Henry. I am assuming that he was assuming that they were lovers, but it seems like they are father and son. Or something. This Toth person.
What is he after?
Are you really that clueless? To destroy Wenceslas's allies. You.
To destroy me? Me or us?
Who does he take his orders from?
Are you stupid? He works for Sigismund.
He didn't say the part, but I said it herself.
Listen to me. Toth has hostages in the castle, and we have you. So, how about an exchange?
He would never.
You take him for a fool. Do you really think he'd give up the only thing he has that stops you from attacking? He'll never accept an exchange.
Not if I can make a skill
You
check.
better pray he will, for your own sake. Because once we attack, you'll be worthless to us. And what do you suppose will happen to a worthless bandit? I won't waste any more time on you. You could have saved yourself, but apparently you value your master's skin more than your own.
I
I
don't...
don't need to save myself. Istvan will save me. And he'll kill every last one of you.
Why should he save you? He'll sacrifice you, just like everyone in Vranyik and Pribyslavitz. You're nothing but a common bandit.
You don't know anything. He'll come for me, and anyone who lays a finger on me will pay dearly.
Now I'm curious. Why would he care that much about you? Could it be your lovers?
You never understand.
For a
Didn't...
while there, I thought we'd get nothing out of him. But in the end, he spilled his guts.
I thought you were much too easy on him. But it seems your approach was the right one. Well done, lad. Anyway, it's clear that young fellow is no ordinary brigand. And he believes Toth cares about him. We'll just have to see if the bastard cares as much about him as Divish does about his wife and you about your father.
He's not my father. We don't... I mean, he is. I'm still hung up
Divish, I
on
think
how
the
we
time
came
has
to
come
that.
to find out
Anyway.
just how much Toth values our hostage. Do you want to parley with him yourself?
I think I'll leave that to you, Hamish.
So be it. I'll do my utmost. Bring the hostage below the battlements.
That was weird because, like, he said, you could have saved yourself, and now he didn't cooperate. Oh, he cooperated a lot. Thank you. It was so wildly just... Anyway, let's see what happens.
Sir Istvan!
What is it? Did our neighbourly visit catch you unprepared?
A little, but we've settled in nicely. And this fellow is enjoying our company so much, we simply can't get rid of him. It seems we are in similar situations.
Wait, is the East fan?
Perhaps it's time to send our respective guests home.
Not a chance.
Is this guy East fan?
Do you take me for a fucking fool?
Be warned. If anything happens to Eric, I'll let every man-jack here have his way with this bitch, and I'll dice Kobila into goulash meat.
Nobly spoken, your grace. But for all I know, you may have done that already.
Divish, I'm sorry.
You were sorry for what? What the heck? Yeah, he didn't show. Did he show? Okay, there it is.
Greetings, friends. Fear not, Lord Toth is treating us like royalty.
That was very Monty
They're
Python. I
unharmed,
liked it.
as you can see. But don't try any tricks, or they won't be for long, Hanush.
See, he wasn't gonna change.
It seems your
exchange
lord
the
doesn't
things.
place any great value in you, boy.
Go to hell.
So I think yeah, that guy is Ishvan, and
I'm sorry.
I just didn't
Looks
know
like
the name.
it's not going to be that easy.
Well, at least we know they're alive. I didn't expect much of it anyway.
He won't harm them as long as we have this fellow.
Well, and that goes both ways, actually. I mean, I would imagine anyway.
Well, friends, what do you suggest?
I'd say we have no choice but to attack.
It's a great risk, Robard, with Stephanie and Radzig inside.
I know how you feel, sir, but Toth is no fool. They are his last safeguard. He will do nothing to harm them until he is sure of victory.
Would you be saying that if it were your wife inside?
Or your father?
Well, let me point out that we
Stop
have
it.
no choice anyway. We don't have enough supplies to keep men here for weeks, while gangs of brigands and Sigismund's army roam the countryside. Toth won't agree to an exchange, and even if he did, we'd have to let him go. With all his men, he'd be a thorn in our sides till Judgment Day.
Sir, a message has arrived.
Oh, what is it?
Margrave Jobst is approaching with his retinue and wants to speak with you.
Jobst, you say? All right.
What is he doing here?
Who's Jobst?
Jobst of Luxembourg is cousin to King Wenceslaus and Sigismund. He's the Margrave of Moravia.
Only a year ago, he was collaborating with Sigismund and the League of Lords. He betrayed King Wenceslas and his ally Prokop. Now, he's changed sides, appointed himself the leader of the rebellion against Sigismund, and wants to liberate Wenceslas.
Whichever way the wind blows.
Nevertheless, it seems the decision is made for us. We don't want Jobst camping with us in front of our own castle like a band of gypsies.
I'm afraid you're right, Hanush. All right. We'll let the men rest a while, and then attack. Come to me when everything is ready.
I was thinking right as they introduced a new
save you,
character.
Henry.
To you as well, Sir Divish. I was thinking right as they introduced a new character that the whole "I'm your father" from Sir Hanush or whatever he's Radzig, I think it's Radzig, would have worked a lot better if he had been like a constant companion throughout the campaign or from the beginning or something like that. I mean, he was a character from the beginning for sure, but our relationship wasn't a relationship that now warrants Henry being like, "or your father." On the other hand, it also is not a relationship that warrants Henry being like, "Oh, they killed my father first, and then forget about that. It's fine," because that was his driving motivation from the beginning. Like his most memorable character moments were the burial of his parents and all this sort of stuff. And those people are still dear to him, should still be dear to him just as much. And if they're not, if somehow he sort of disowned his own father, adoptive though he may have been, that still should have been a character moment, and he wasn't addressed at all. So the whole thing is just like, it's magical. If you're the blood of somebody, yeah, it's magical. You love them automatically because Sir Radzig Henry is the blood of Sir Radzig, so magically he loves Sir Radzig, even though honestly he hasn't made anything. He hasn't done anything. Well, yeah, sort of, maybe a little bit. I don't know. He's been with us since the beginning, so I guess that's a nice thing. Anyway, we're out of time for the day, and I will stop bothering you with rambles about trebuchets and bloodlines. So for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Kingdom Come Deliverance. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.